Hello, my children, and welcome back to my show. It's me, Jesus Christ, formerly known as Drunk Jesus. Today, we're going to be doing a really special thing where we're going to reveal my DNA ancestry. So we can finally answer the question, if you're from the Middle East, why are you white? Now, before we do that, you guys really quickly share this video, get your friends up or whatever, and don't cast lots because that's a sin. I don't want you casting lots, but try to guess what is Jesus's background. So I'm going to give you a minute for that. In the meantime, I'm going to point out that we don't have our regular spiritual sponsor here. So if you or your company or whatever would like to sponsor the Jesus Show, put some info in the comments, and we can get you on the show. I will bless you indeed. And while we're waiting for all your friends to gather around so you can guess Jesus of Nazareth's actual genetic makeup, you can lift up some prayers to me. You can put them in the comments, and I will answer your prayers. I promise. Alright, here's the envelope sent up here to heaven from the people at 23andMe. Now, drum roll. Oh yeah, drop in the comments whether or not you would watch a Jesus of Nazareth ASMR. Or ASMR, that thing that people are doing. That's what that reminded me of. Alrighty. Jesus of Nazareth's ancestry composition. Jesus of Nazareth. He is 100%. Okay. How much European is Jesus of Nazareth? 99.5%. I always thought that Jesus had some Cherokee grandma or something, but apparently that's not true. Oh my me. 60.4% British and Irish. I assume that's like the Celtic background. British, well, what's people in England are, a mix of Celtic, Germanic, from the Angles, the Normans, the Saxons, and whatnot. And the Britons are the Celtic. And so it's kind of hard to distinguish British from Irish genetically, although the Germanic ancestry, that shows up as part of my 23.6% French and German. And there's kind of a misconception, at least some people have, that since French is a Romance language, that there's some sort of ancestry between the French and the Romans. They're not a Latin people. The Franks were a Germanic people. It was Gaul before the Romans came. The Gauls were a Celtic people, and they were conquered by the Romans, and a lot of them they were driven out into, some of them went to the British Isles, and they just kind of assimilated. And then the Franks later ended up in what is now Frankreich, or France. And so the ethnic composition of the people of Germany and France is fairly similar. That's why French and German go in there, 23.6%. Who'd have thunk? There's French, German, and Netherlands. And I assume that also, Belgium and Luxembourg and those other countries that, they're borders, but, people aren't really defined by their borders, so it's kind of a modern thing that people made up. Only 3.9% Scandinavian. Jesus is not a Viking, despite how he may look. Jesus is 11.6% broadly Northwestern European. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Broadly Northwestern European. Maybe genetic markers that are not distinguishable from, you know, Celtic or Germanic or Scandinavian, Norse. And then 0.1% broadly European, which I assume is, you know, markers that are not clearly identifiable but are unique to Europeans. Okay, and Western Asian and North African, Middle Eastern essentially, North African and Arabian, 0.5%. That's the 0.5% that Jesus is not white. So I'm 1/200th Middle Eastern. Well, that answers the question of why is Jesus not white? Because I am genetically European. Huh. Alrighty then. So, for those of you that lifted up your voices in prayer and praise, thank you. Drop some comments in the comment thingamajig, and I will answer your prayers. And don't forget to say goodnight to me before you go to bed. And good night.